everybody, it's me, Margaret, and I've got a lot of inquiries about how I did this sock yarn hat. First, let me start out by saying if you're a beginner, then go look in the description box below at some better suggestions for beginner tutorials. I would not recommend working with sock yarn as your first project or even one of your first projects. It's very fine and the hook that you use is very small. It's basically a single crochet hat. And the reason why I chose single crochet is because when you have a self-striping yarn, 9 out of 10 times, it looks better in knit. And in this case, that's what I was trying to emulate, and the closest thing to the size of a knit stitch would be a single crochet. If you know how to do a single crochet hat, it's probably the same thing, but I'll show you what I did here. Okay. Normally when we do a double crochet hat, we start with a round circle in the middle, say around 12 stitches, and then we increase in every row until it measures the diameter that we want based upon the size that we're creating. Now I use this chart right here, and so like say for a woman with 22-inch head, that's me, I would do a flat circle diameter of 6.5 inches. And a hat height, which would be from crown to ear, of 8.5 inches, or basically 8 is where I like mine. But that just gives you a rough estimate. Here's a little trick on an aside. I have made these marks and noted these measurements on my tape measure. I have just notations. This is for the crown, these lines are, and then if you can see these little dots, that indicates hat length, the height, from crown to ear. Just a little tidbit, so I don't have to always pull out my chart to remember. Now, because we're doing a single crochet hat in this little bitty sock yarn, we have to make one little adjustment to our double crochet normal thing, and that is, you see everywhere that I have these blue lines highlighted, every other row will be just a row of single crochet, 1 stitch in every stitch. There won't be an increase. So you'll have an increase round, not an increase round, increase round, not an increase round, and you'll continue on like that in order to make it flat. If not, it'll be wavy. And then when you measure, you know, when you feel comfortable with whatever size you're creating, boom, you stop, and then you just do regular single crochet all the way around. So for this hat in particular, what I did is I started with 12 single crochet in the middle. And then just as we always do, if this is 1 stitch right here, I'll put 2 single crochet in every stitch. So if I start with 12, I'll end up with 24 in the second row. And then here we go with a non-increase row. Just single crochet in every stitch around. Then you begin your increases as normal. I have a pattern written over here, and you know, we'll look at that. So let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. For the 4th row, round 4 right here, you would do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 stitches in the one beside it, 2 single crochet in the stitches beside it. So you'll go 1 and then 2, 1 and then 2, 1 and then 2, all the way around for a total of 36 stitches. That's just a regular increase. And then once you finish round 4, you do not increase. You do a regular single crochet round. And then you proceed to, let's see, that would be round 6. So you'll do 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So you'll go single crochet, 2 in 1 stitch. Single crochet, 2 in 1 stitch. It's the same thing as regular increases. Just remember to do your non-increase round in between, and then stop when it measures the size that you want to do that. Now, as far as how long you go, let's see, I'm going to measure this while it's on Mrs. Whitehead's head. I did it about 8 1/4 inches here, and what I did was I crocheted until it was about 7 inches. So I was leaving myself about 1 inch and a bit again, as my grandmother used to say, to do this double crochet front post back post ribbing all around the side. So I just stopped where I wanted my ribbing to begin. So you could determine what kind of border you want on that, or you could just go single crochet all the way down. That'd work just fine. So that's how you make the sock yarn hat. I used a 3.5mm hook, which is an E in American terms. You might want to experiment and see what's the most comfortable for you.